know it's like, oh.
Before the video starts, I decided not to use music in this video because it wasn't a tour review. It was more like just showing you guys how I fix my Marvel Legend action figure. So I apologize for that if you're looking for music. If it's too quiet, then yeah. Yep. Hey guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another video. You guys remember when I kept explaining, I explained some things I do to my Marvel Legend action figures to fix them or just to make them better for me? Well, I decided it'd be best if I go ahead and show you guys what I do to, make life easier for y'all. So first thing first, we're going to go ahead with one of the main tricks I've been using, which is shredding the peg down is the best term for it. And I just got today Cyclops X-Men at GameStop, Marvel Legends Cyclops, and I wanted to see how it is. And if the joints are stuck or anything, I'm gonna boil it in hot water and I'm gonna fix it because that's what I do. I have to take them out the package. I don't like it like this, but most of the time this is what I gotta do. Here is Cyclops out of the packaging, and you win this time. Yep, you win this time, Hasbro, because the arm parts aren't actually that bad and everything else is moving nice and easy, so I don't have to worry about it breaking. If it does, I know how to fix it by just replacing this entire piece right here, like all that, and along with the peg, just replace that with something else. But I'll do that the next time I have something to fix. I am going to fix the hands here with my drill, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. But yeah, so I guess we're still fixing them, but it's not the arms, but it's okay, because that's the perks of having multiple Marvel Legend action figures. You get multiple Marvel Legend problems. For instance, this Spider-Man action figure. Don't get me wrong, I love it. I do. I love the design, which is the reason why I like it. But these arm pieces right here are stuck. Not like stuck, but they get stuck a lot. So I'm always afraid that they're going to break, which is, I hate that. I really, really do. So we're going to go ahead and fix that. And that's why I'm going to show you guys the shaving down, this peg here, so then this thing moves nice and smooth and you don't have to worry about that. And then the second figure I want to fix today is my US Soldier action figure. Now this thing is great, don't get me wrong, I love it, and this isn't really the problem of this figure because this figure didn't even come with a shield. It's just I made a custom shield for him, since I didn't want to buy another action figure in the future with one with one that already has a shield. So I just did this, but the problem is the peg. I hate these kind of clip shields. I always have. And, I always hated them because of that. Like, I'm glad they can get on the back, but the fact that I have to clip them onto the arms, which this thing's just going to break because it is already breaking, I just need to fix that. And if you're wondering what trick I use for that, I actually did make a video on that a long time ago, but that thing just disappeared. So I'm just gonna show you. You see U.S. Agent? U.S. Agent. You see Civil Warrior? Yeah. I drilled in a hole in his arm, as you can see, and that's how I did that. I'm not putting that back in. I also did the same thing for the Avengers Gamerverse Captain America. Don't pay attention to the purple stuff. It looks terrible. But yeah, so we're basically doing that. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. And even though this figure feels good, I can tell that this thing's gonna be stuck really, really soon. So I am gonna also do this figure as well. And now that we're getting started with our trick, number one thing you guys gotta do: take this, and this off the figures, because we don't want his accessories or anything else being damaged. We just want to fix these guys' arms. That's all we're doing with these. Thankfully, we don't have to put US Agent in water. All we need is a drill for this. But like I said, I'll show all the things we need to do for these figures, like the things you need, soon. So let's get into our crafting table, aka the kitchen. All right, now we got all these things off. Now it really is time to go into the kitchen. Okay, now this is going to be pretty obvious. We got the action figures we need right here. First thing first, you need this. You absolutely need a rotator tool. I mean, you don't need specifically this, but if you're like new at this specifically, get this thing. Seriously. You also need a stove, obviously, and you also need a pot. So we're going to go ahead and grab the pot and grab some water. Here we go. Put the pot on the stove with water. I put this thing on 6 if you guys want to know that. because you need to make these things as hot as possible. Because listen to me, if you do not make these things hot and you start doing what I'm doing, you're going to accidentally break the action figure, which is something you don't want to do. So what you're going to do now is that you're going to have them sit like this, and you're going to pop them in, just like that. Same thing with Cyclops, and you're just going to pop them in. And now we play the rating game, so make sure you got some snacks. Also, if you are doing this in your kitchen, get a paper towel about this long and put it right here, because you don't want anything getting on your kitchen, because this is also where you cook, so you don't want to do stuff like that. So yeah, you just relax and wait for the pot to start boiling, and once it gets hot enough, we're going to take it out. So while we're doing that, we're also going to go ahead and fix US Agent, so I'm going to show you that as well. Now, since we're waiting for that stuff to start boiling, we're going to go ahead and start fixing US Agent, Marvel Legends US Agent. Now, as you guys can see, I actually kept in the fist right here because you're going to see how far this thing goes, because you might have to drill this part through it so then the thing gets in there. Also, for this part, you're going to need a drill and this as well for the drilling parts. Now, you can get this specific brand if you want, because I trust it, I like it, but, you know, it's just something you do. Anyway, so what you're going to do now is that you're going to try to get a lining here, something that's the same size as the peg, so then you don't like make one too small or too big, and you don't have to worry about it getting loose. So I'm actually going to put this phone on the tripod and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so basically, as you guys can see here, this peg is about the same size as the drill piece, which is what you want. You can go a little bit bigger and do this much, but I prefer doing small, then that way you don't have to worry about it breaking, doing anything stupid. This is how I measure it to make sure it's all well and good. I know it's stupid, but leave me alone. So you're going to use this piece right here. You're going to use the 1/8 drill piece. You're going to go ahead and get your drill ready. Keep checking on the pot, by the way, while you're doing this. You don't want the figures to overboil, then you're going to start literally cooking your action figures, so it's not good. If you read the directions of the drill, you'll know how to use it, so hopefully you do. So and then you're going to make sure it's nice and straight, and then you're gonna, there you go. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start drilling this thing now. We're going to do it right here. Right here. All right? And we're going to get started. Now we're going to test it real quick to see if the shield fits in there, which it does not, so we're going to keep going. It's okay if it goes through the hand. That's fine. That's progress, kind of. We're going to go ahead and try this again. Nope. So we're going to try again. We're going to try again. And it is a fit. Now, you can drill through the hand so the shield can go all the way in, which is what I'm going to do. But if you just wanted to just be there for a little bit, you know, then you're all well to good. You're all good to go. So, as you can see, I drilled through the arm, which I know a lot of people don't like it. I understand why you don't want to do that because, you know, the detail and all that. But this is what I do. And you're going to just get that through and just, there you go, twist it a little bit. And there you go. You got yourself US Agent with his shield. Nice. Real nice. Now we're going to go ahead and... Oh, sweet Jesus. Now we're going to go ahead. You're going to get that paper towel. You're going to rip one side of it off here. You're going to grab which one you want. Don't do it with your hand. I do because I'm bold. I'm bold like that, you know. You just got to do it. Oh, God, I burnt my finger. Oh, you just got to do what you got to do. Whew. Okay. So now you're going to take both figures with the paper towel because these are freaking hot as heck. You're going to put them on here and we're going to get started. Oh, my God. Okay. So let's just move this over here. We're going to start with Spider-Man first. Now, thankfully, this thing was nice and hot, so I should be able to just pop that off here. You see, because when it's hot, it becomes rubbery, so then you don't have to worry about it breaking. I still say be careful, because you never know. And now that we have successfully done that, you can see that this thing is like this, which is good. Really, really good. Really, really good. So, we're going to do the same thing with Cyclops now, too. And we're just going to be careful, really, really careful. Don't want this thing to break or anything. And now, he's done as well, as you can see. Make sure always to boil these guys, dude. You're going to use warm water, that's fine. Do your tricks. I, personally, just boil them. So, we're going to get started now. This is when you guys are going to get your... here we go. This thing right here, your tool. Keep the drill out. You keep the drill out. So you're going to go ahead and grab this thing out. Gonna plug it up here. Come on. Alright. Now you're gonna grab this piece right here, which I believe it's sandpaper, I believe. Now we're gonna get started with Cyclops first. Thinking I'm fixing a freaking DC multiverse. As you guys can see here, and we're just gonna take this part right here, and we're gonna sand this down. So, quick lap. Bad, mind you, but you know, you always want to be careful with that. So now if I put this back in, yep, moves nice and easy. Now sometimes I do take an X-Acto knife and shave inside of it too, so it has enough space to move without it breaking. But you don't have to do that. I just do that on my own. Shave you up a little bit more here. We're gonna put you in as well, which moves nice, really nice. Ooh, that feels good. So we're gonna pretty much do the same thing we just did with Cyclops. We're gonna go ahead and take our tool here, and we're just gonna what the heck? You don't want to shave it too much because then it becomes like a square, and then it's like it doesn't move at all. But sometimes I like it like that because then it's easy to take it off, to check if the peg's broken or something like that. Just did the same thing with this guy, so we're going to go ahead and see if everything's okay here. As you can see, it got in there nice. Maybe too nice. Jesus Christ, hold up. Because I cut that down. Yeah, I might have shaved it too much. Okay, God. And there we have Spider-Man. Now, at this point, you put all your tools away, but I'm fine with that. Fine with that. So now, what you're going to do is like you're going to grab a plastic container. Gonna make sure this thing is down like it should be because it's still a little rubbery. We're gonna put them in here. So make sure you got a container like this. You could put one or you could put two inside like this. See, you can put two inside like this. And now we're gonna pour this thing with some cold water and then we're gonna close it. Alright, so as you guys can see, I keep it in here until it starts seeing smoke. So we're going to open this thing up again, and we're going to see how the figures are going. Here is Cyclops, nice, fixed, real good, but I did mess up just a little bit. Now, I forgot to warn this, but as you shave down the pegs of the arms, there is a possibility if you shave it too low that they're easy to pop off on. Like this arm right here, like, it's real easy to pop off. It's okay. It's not that bad, you know, as long as you don't shave it down too. But thankfully, I didn't shave it down as bad, so it's not like it pops out super easy. And the joints still move pretty well. Everything on this, actually, putting the thing in water was better because now everything moves like it's never, like, before this thing was super stiff and now it's, like, really movable. And I didn't even do that. That fell. I didn't even do, it's gonna fall again. I didn't even, oh my god. Okay, next figure. Okay, see, I messed up Spider-Man really bad. Like, really bad. Because the same thing happened with Cyclops, but Cyclops wasn't as bad. This is really bad. Because now the joint is so shaved down. So now I can't even put it back on. And because this thing is really stiff to move up, it's still moving this. So even doing this trick didn't fix this figure. It has the exact same problem as it did last time. It's just now it's worse. So it was not the peg that was the problem. It was this the problem, which I do not know how to fix. Kind of. So yeah, sadly, this thing, my trick didn't help this figure. It made it worse because this thing right here, this whole arm is so hard to move that is actually bending the peg, which is the opposite of what it was supposed to do. So me shaving it didn't make it easier. It made it worse. So I might have to replace this entire part, which is something I can do. I will show you guys how to do that later, but not right now. But thankfully, these two right here are fine. This one did have the same problem as Spider-Man, but it's easier because it's not as shaved down, so it can still do regular movement. And US Agent, I didn't do anything to its articulation or anything else. It just drilled the hole in the shield, so it's fine too. So at least these two came out good. I'll have to fix you a different way now, which is something else I'll show later. But mostly you two. I'm glad y'all are good. So yeah, that's how you fix these things. I'm sorry I messed up. This trick isn't bad. It does work. It's just this time I messed up. Because this side is fine. It's just this one. But I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I did finally set up my new light for my room. So thankfully toy reviews will be a little bit better. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't mess up like I did. So take that with a grain of salt.